Well, hey, Crossroads. I have a little bit of news for you. I just want to share a couple of things with you. So I'm popping on Facebook. I'll upload this to YouTube for the folks that are not on Facebook. But just wanted to give you some information because time is of the essence. And so as folks are getting on, I just wanted to share this with you. Let me start with this message. One of our value statements. If you've been in Wednesday nights, we've given this out. If you've attended our Crossroads connections, you have seen this page that is a list of our core values. Things like we value Jesus, we value people, we value God's written word, we value oneness, we value spiritual fitness, we value authentic community. And these values state how we accomplish the things that we value that allow us to accomplish our mission. Our core values are the filters through which we do ministry and we make decisions. And we value intentional discipleship. You're hearing a lot about that at 9:30 on Sunday mornings right now. We value relevant environments. We want, we don't do outdated things to do outdated things. We don't do new things to do new things. We value relevant environments. We value strategic service, people serving in the ways that they're gifted, the way that they're shaped. And so, yeah, we value strategic service. Another one of our values, I just want to read it to you off of our value statement here. We value radical generosity. We believe that as a people of hope and a place of promise, we are called to radical generosity in every aspect of our lives. At the heart of generosity is trust in God. We give of ourselves in faith, we make room for other people in our lives, and we expand our influence in ways that God calls us to do on His behalf for the sake of other people knowing Jesus. And so the question we ask with that is, am I releasing my future to God by giving of myself and my time and my resources in faith, trusting Him with everything that I have? Another way that we use this statement a lot, I crafted it a few years ago, just kind of as something for us to focus on, is leveraging who we are and what we've been given to reach our neighbors, our city, and our world, so that others may hear and live. Leveraging who we are and leveraging what we've been given, being generous with ourselves and being generous with what we've been given. And we're in that season right now of generosity. We're in the season of thankfulness for what we have, thankfulness for what we've been given, thankfulness for the sacrifice of God sending His Son, Jesus Christ, in the flesh, to be born among sinful men for sinful men, to live among them and to die for them, so that He might be raised again from the dead, to give us power over sin, death, hell, and the grave. And so as we enter this season, these holidays of Thanksgiving and Christmas and the New Year, generosity is it's part of the season. It's what's on a lot of people's minds, and I'm getting tons of questions from folks about wanting to help someone at Thanksgiving, help some families at Christmas. And so I wanted to just take a minute and define for you what what we're looking for when we're looking for someone to help. I am actually not currently aware of any families within our church congregation that are in dire need. Now we may have some. Um, and so, if we do, please shoot me a message and let me know. Privately, of course, we don't want to embarrass anybody. But if you know of someone, here's how we would define it. We've got a couple of folks that have already said, "Hey, we want to help a family that's just in need at the Thanksgiving season," and the way we would define that, because I want to be really careful. And I'm a little more particular about this than what a lot of people are. I want to be a good steward. I want us to be good stewards, and I also believe in the sovereignty of God. And sometimes God allows people to go through difficult times, challenging times, lean times, to strengthen them, to teach them, to test them. And sometimes we can help in ways that actually hurt. We can sometimes get in the way of what God wants to do, or what God's trying to do, and then God's going to have to do. He may have to do something else. That season may be prolonged for that family because we got in the way. Now again, I don't think we can foil God's plans. I don't think we can ruin God's sovereignty. But I do believe that sometimes God has a plan in place and we mess it up. He'll still accomplish His plan. He'll still teach the lesson, and he'll still get the end results that He wants. But I just don't want to be one of the ones that gets in the way. And so there have been times Sharon and I have had very lean seasons in life. We've had seasons in life where we actually had to pray what Jesus taught the disciples to pray. Give us this day our daily bread. I mean, there were times we didn't know where the meal was going to come from that day. And we had to pray very, very, very few times in our lives. Very few times have we ever had to pray the way Jesus told us to pray. Be dependent on me for your daily meals. But there have been times. There have been times that we've had Christmases where we've not had a lot to give to one another or to our kids. Or there just wasn't much to give to family members. Extended family, and because it was taking everything that we were making to put a roof over our heads and to put food on the tables and to put clothing on our kids' backs, which is all that is necessary. So anyway, when I'm asking, hey, do we have any families that are in need? I'm not talking about a family that would just benefit from stuff. I'm really, especially when we're talking about Christmas, but if you know of someone that's just going to be unable to have a Thanksgiving meal, because they've just fallen on difficult times, hard times financially, we have some folks that would like to help provide a Thanksgiving meal to those folks. We have adopted, as a church, we have adopted 10 families in Northeast Kansas City, families that have come to the United States as refugees. Some of them are Burmese, some of them are Korean, some are Syrian, some are Iraqi, some are Afghani. But we have adopted 10 of about 30 families under the umbrella of the care of Refuge KC, our global partners, Rich and Vicki K. Spolt, and the Ministry of Refuge KC with Patty Bergloff and others that are part of our ministry team there. We've adopted 10 families to provide a Christmas basket for those 10 families. And so we're going to pass that opportunity on to you. If you would like to adopt, and you can do this one of multiple ways. If you would like to adopt a family Christmas basket, follow the link that we're going to drop on the post here. Follow that link, read the instructions at the top, and then as you scroll down, you'll see all 10 of those families listed. And for each family, you'll see the family listed, and you can check off that family and then every item under that family. If you want to do everything for that family, you check off every item for that family. And then go back up to the top of the Sign Up Genius, and you can see the gift ideas that we're suggesting for that family. If you would like to help purchase items, maybe not for one family, maybe you'd like to purchase a few items for one family, or maybe you'd like to purchase the same item for multiple families, you can do that as well by checking off those boxes. So one of the items is obviously a basket. And so you can purchase the basket like a laundry basket or a wicker basket. You can purchase the basket for one family and all the items that are going to go in that basket for that family. Or you could purchase, let's say, 5 baskets for 5 families. And you're just going to buy the basket itself. And then others can purchase the items that go in those baskets. So when you sign up, you know which family you're signing up for. You know what items you're signing up for. If maybe you want to be a part, but you just don't know if you can do the shopping for the items. If you go all the way down to the bottom of the Sign Up Genius, that's on this, you'll be able to see. You can give a monetary gift of $20, you can give a monetary gift of $50, or you can give a monetary gift of $100, and we will go shopping for you and build those baskets. And so yeah, there's multiple ways for you to get involved. Maybe your life group would like to adopt a family, and so you as a group would like to sign up, and so let's say, for example, Bonnie Burns and the Monday Night Ladies group are going to adopt a family, and Bonnie's the first one to go out there and choose a family. When you sign up and you click sign up, then it takes you to the next screen, and there's a place for you to put a comment, and in that comment just put your group name, and that way your group knows that's the family that they're purchasing for. If 2 things: one, if you would like to adopt a family or adopt some items to give to a family that are an international family, fairly new to Kansas City. They are here as refugees seeking asylum from either a genocide or religious persecution of some kind, from various different countries, right here in our own front yard. In Northeast Kansas City, we have thousands of refugees that live right here among us, and an opportunity for us to show the love of Jesus to the nations. One of the options there is to purchase a pictorial Christmas book that will go in the baskets. And again, make sure that it's got pictures, because they don't, even the adults in the family don't speak very good English. They don't know much English. And so yeah, maybe that's something that you would like to be a part of. Lentils, basmati rice, different types of dry goods. Remember, these families may not eat the way that we eat. So there are suggested items. You can get them at any grocery store. And so that's not a problem. But most of these families do not eat pork. Many of these families don't eat. They don't even know how to cook a turkey. So we've tried to give you things like kidney beans and rice and seasonings that you could purchase to put in these that would be helpful and useful to these families that really have very, very little. Some of them just coming into the country recently. And so yeah, that's a great opportunity. Also, if you know of a family in our church or associated with our church family that is not going to be able to have a Christmas meal without some assistance, if you would let me know, we have some folks that would like to adopt them. And then also, if you know of a family in the context of our church family or associated with our church family that they are, again, I'm not saying they're going to have a lean Christmas. We learn things through lean Christmases, and I don't want to I don't want to provide help that hurts. And so sometimes God wants us to go through those lean times. We learn a lot through them. But if you know of someone that's just not going to be able to do Christmas at all for their family without assistance, would you please get me their names? And if they're in the context of our church, I already know their family. But if I don't know who they are, give me their names, how many's in the family, ages, things like that. Because we do have people that would like to share what God has given to us. Be generous with what God has given to us by helping others that are in need. So yeah, Christmas, Thanksgiving. If you know of someone in our church that's going to go without, please let me know, and then follow the link to the Sign Up Genius to sign up to help with one of the 10 families that we've adopted in Northeast Kansas City, international families that have come to the U.S. as refugees for religious, political, or ethnic asylum, and help us show the love of Christ to them, and help us help our global partners, Rich and Vicky Casebolt and Refuge KC, extend the arm of ministry into these homes through these baskets. Thanks so much, Crossroads. I love you. If you have any questions, hit me up, hit Bonnie up, or Julie Groff is actually in charge of the baskets for Refuge KC. And so if you have any questions, please see Julie Groff, Bonnie, or myself. We'd be happy to answer any questions you might have. I love you all. Hope you have a great week. Thanks.